If you are in the mid-40s and suddenly your periods are unpredictable, you're waking up drenched in sweat. Oh, this is normal. And nobody has told you what to do about it. This is perimenopause. And it can start decades and years, even before menopause itself. I'm Dr. Mo, and we're talking today about the stage almost nobody appears to be talking about, especially African women. Perimenopause is that transition leading to menopause itself. Yes, and it is the point when your ovaries gradually produce less estrogen. It starts as early as late 30s and can last, in fact, anywhere from few years even to decades. Menopause itself, is just one day. Yes, just one day. And that is been 12 months since your last period. That is when that day, exactly 12 months from your last period that you did not see, that is when you say, yeah, menopause, and subsequently post menopause. Do you know that everything before that time, the chaos, the pain, the backache, the mood swings, and everything, that is all perimenopause. And that is the part that does not get to be aired at all. We so much keep quiet about it. And this is what I hear constantly in the clinic. Women that think that something is actually wrong with them individually. Why am I suddenly so anxious? Why can't I sleep? Why is my period all over the place? Yes, because nobody told them that this was a defining moment in their universal life stage. Oh, and it has a name, perimenopause. In many of our communities, menopause itself is a silent thing. It's barely discussed over the years. How much more the years that lead to menopause? Who will discuss about that? That silence means that women often go self-diagnosed or even stressed getting older, not thinking about what it is. And that can go on for to 5 years or more, even without being diagnosed of what is going on. And you have two or more of those things that I'll be talking about. Is what a conversation with your doctor. It's not what you just shrug your shoulder and move on with. So let's list them. Does your period become irregular? Shorter cycles, longer, heavier, even very light? Do you have night sweats and you are drenched in sweat overnight? Or sudden heat waves? It's such. Or do you by chance have worsening anxiety? Every little thing just jacks you up. Are you irritable? You have mood swings? Or do you sleep and you're not restful, even on getting up? What about brain fog? Ah, that is quite common in women, and discomfort in that act. My girlies, you know that. Or joint aches. Today is the back, tomorrow is the shoulder, is the knee, is the ankle, just name it. You know that none of these things really mean that something is broken in you. It just means that your hormones are shifting. They are moving, they are reorganizing, and there's a name and there's a plan. It's all about perimenopause. So conventionally, perimenopause itself, when it is confirmed, is usually based on all the symptoms we're talking about or by just a blood test. But that blood test is also optional, and it also involves monitoring what the hormones are like. And that is where we'll get to know who actually needs the medical therapy or who doesn't. And you know that the non-medical non-hormonal medications can also help with the hot flashes, with the mood swings, and all the likes. So each individual has their own history, and there's that risk that needs to be targeted and confirmed to each individual. So it's not one size fits all. No, it's individualized. And I mean that you really need to have a conversation with your gynecologist, your own, not this video. This video is not covering what your gyne will still discuss with you. So here's where lifestyle medicine actually make the change. The entire experience of the transition from the peri to menopause. Now, let's talk about your sleep. Do you prioritize sleep? At this moment, you have no choice than to make sleep a priority. Priority. Thank you. Yes, because it is non-negotiable. You have to have regular, optimal sleep time. Very important. What about movement? Where are my strength trainers? Yes, regular strength training. It becomes so important here. We're not talking about bulking up. We're talking about building muscles. Muscles are essential even as we enter into this phase, because the decline in estrogen would accelerate the loss of your bone density, and muscle mass would also reduce. So we need to build it up. And this is the stage to actually build up that habit in you before you get to that point. What about your nutrition? Give it up to protein. Yes, protein. Adequate protein, calcium-rich food that supports the bone, the muscles, everywhere. We need that. And of course, coffee lovers, alcohol, those can actually worsen the symptoms. So you need to regulate your intake. Stress management. Did I hear someone say chronic stress? Yes, chronic stress. At this stage, there is need to manage chronic stress. And why do I say that? Because cortisol and estrogen, they are directly related. They interact so well, such that as the estrogen level is going down and your cortisol is going up, you are in for more shows. So you actually need to address that part of your life so as to have a smooth sail even into this perimenopause to menopause stage. And you know that none of what we're talking about here replaces the medical treatment where it is needed. So whether the change is smooth or rough, there's need to manage this transition as you feel, talking to your gynecologist. And of course, nobody tend to mention this until years and years after. So there's room, and there's actually room to talk to your gynecologist and discuss this, combining lifestyle medicine with conventional therapy. And so we say here that the real tool for the symptoms, yes, conventional medicine, but lifestyle medicine treatment can actually help you to handle this transition very well. And you know you deserve the two. You deserve the conventional and you deserve the lifestyle. So see how you can put them together. So if for the first time you've been explained what perimenopause is like, subscribe, hit that button, follow, share. You wouldn't know, you may just be saving a woman's life. Because here, I'll be covering the full range of women's health, every life stage, every week. So comment below. Are you in the perimenopause stage? Are you in the stage that you're learning this, preparing for that period? Or are you already at that point, or you're past it and you're enjoying the phase? Let's know. I would like to know who is actually here, listening and following. Cheers.